Hello and welcome to the Barrel Bros podcast with our 1 year anniversary podcast. Yay! Hooray!
We just fucking realized this before we started.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So are we doing anything to celebrate?
Probably not.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna really kick things up a notch this year.
You know what? We're gonna change the logo.
We'll change the logo. We're gonna put out a new short series.
Actually, we have to. We actually need to change like at least just the bottom.
We need to change some stuff.
Bottom part of our logo.
But we're gonna have a new short series coming out. Was mentioned previously called Cooking with Luke. That's gonna happen.
Still in the works.
Still in the works. Still planning
It's
it
been
out.
in the works for quite a while now. What's up with that?
Time.
Yeah, it's most of the
It's
time.
honestly just time.
So, what have we accomplished in a year? Let's take a look back.
A look back.
What have we done?
Da, 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 da. You know that sort of montage, memory montage.
Yeah,
music?
yeah.
All right.
Can we put that in?
Let's start off with Louis. Louis, what have you accomplished in the year?
No, I mean as the podcast, as this channel.
As a
what have we
whole.
Oh,
accomplished?
as a whole, what have we done?
We got a subscriber from Denmark.
Yeah.
I mean that was a fucking
Do we
highlight
even
of my
have 20
life.
subscribers? Hey, let me see. Let me check that.
You know, I think we've really changed the world, you know.
We have. I mean, we've had a total of like 20 something, but people keep unsubscribing.
Did they?
Yeah, like we got several subscribers for the for our Factorio series, and then they heard your voice on a podcast, and it's just like gone.
I heard my voice?
Something like that. Like,
Is that what they said? Or are you just...
no one said anything.
Oh. Well,
Or they might have. I haven't looked at it in a while. But other things. That
We
So
only
basically,
have,
basically
we
in
only
short,
have 18 subscribers.
in short, we've accomplished nothing in 1 year, is what
Yeah.
it sounds like.
I don't know. We got Factorio, which is pretty fucking cool. Speaking of Factorio.
Oh yeah, you need to pay me for that.
Yeah, I owe you money.
Good.
Holy shit, Tyler Jackson can pay people back now.
Yeah.
We
great.
have,
That's crazy.
okay, so we joined,
We joined a guild.
we joined, August 10th, 2015.
By the time this fucking goes up, it'll be August 10th.
Yeah, and we have 586 views.
They don't need to know that.
Most, let's just knock off 20 of that being ours, or more.
Most of those are actually on later podcasts in Factorio. It's great. Factorio's really done well. I think that's all we've accomplished.
Mm.
That's all we've accomplished.
Well, most people, not a lot of people are drawn just to a podcast. They're drawn to what a podcast has done.
But what have we done? We played
Well,
Factorio.
that's classified.
Can't talk about that.
That is classified.
You see, now the only reason we can sort of talk about it is because Luke sucked Bill Clinton's dick.
What?
Yeah, in the White House.
That
Oh
happened.
man. So what have we been up to?
What have we
Yeah,
done?
Monica.
It's been
What have we been up to?
It's been a while. It's been a while since we last did this. So who wants
Yeah.
to start?
Wait, in a year, I had predicted that Donald would have been one of the candidates.
You did.
I did.
You did. You were right.
That was kind of like a serious joke. I was like, if it doesn't happen.
And then what happened?
It
Donald
happened.
Trump is going to be the next God Emperor of the United States.
All
You
right.
see what you do, Luke. You see what you do.
Sounds
like-
bad. That's
Just
bad.
like the other day when North Korea declared war on us and it was confirmed that Hillary Clinton is a reptilian monster. I mean, you called all of this. You called all of this.
Honestly, a couple of days before before they actually declared war on us, me and Ethan were talking about that. If we ever declared war or vice versa with
What the
North
hell?
Korea. Yeah, it's so weird.
No, you know what it was. You see, Ethan knew some information
Oh.
that he wasn't supposed to put out there.
Wait, that North Korea declared war against us?
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
No, he was talking about about Hillary Clinton being a reptilian.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, that's
My
what I was
bad.
talking about.
Oh, shit. So, Tyler, what's been going on?
Just recently, nothing much. Got a job, cut the tip of my finger off. The usual.
Well, what's special about today to you, Tyler?
Today's my birthday. At the time of recording.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So how old are you?
19.
Wow.
I'm the youngest person in that graduated in our class. Like, Luke turned 20 a week ago. Actually, 6 days ago.
It's Friday, it's not a week. Will be tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I said 6 days ago. You pedantic piece of shit.
I didn't...
I'm sorry, pedantic means you take everything way too seriously.
Fuck yourself, Tyler.
So is that it?
Pretty much. I haven't been doing that much other than, sleep deprivation.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sit around.
Masturbate.
Masturbate.
Did you ever see that Slipknot thing?
Yeah.
And then that interview? That was funny.
Alright, so Luke, what have you been up to?
What I've been up to?
Or what have you been down to? I don't know.
Well, I finished
Does it
my...
involve David Allen Coe in any way?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. Positive about that.
It's a good joke no one will get.
Yeah.
Wow. You're too young to be doing that.
No, there's a David Allen Coe song called "Fucking in the Butt."
Yeah.
So are you sure?
I finished my course, my advanced
You finished your
emergency
course, your
medical
one course.
Yeah, his
medical
one
technician.
Course. It's like it's one of those obstacle courses you
Yeah.
set up for dogs in
This is one of
dog
the
shows.
courses. Yeah, I got through it. No problems. I didn't touch the comb this time.
Took you 3 semesters to be able to.
Yeah. 3 semesters, a lot of sweat and tears. I didn't bleed.
A lot of determination.
Yeah.
50% power of will.
And
5% pleasure.
and quite honestly, literally, shoving shit out of out of one of the shit cups from the hospital with a fucking spoon into a bag, and then being called a fucking retard for doing that.
Well, it's because you're supposed to put the shit from the shit cup into another shit cup, and then put the shit cup into the bag.
Into the bag, and then do not ship it through. Then don't send it through the vacuum tubes.
Wait.
That's a hospital
Alright, you
story.
gotta tell me about this.
I will, but what else have I done? I had a tend to Tyler cut the tip of his fucking finger off.
Yeah.
Not just my finger, my fucking finger.
You can tell that one later, too.
Yeah. Other than that, not much has changed. Really?
Still just big old fat
and,
gay ginger. You broke up the crystal.
Okay.
That changed.
And
It's been that long since we podcasted.
Yeah. And I started talking to an old friend again who's in the Navy, and I got some more stories for that.
Our
Some stories
returning viewers will remember Ethan. We've
Even though-
mentioned him before.
Yeah, he's never been on a podcast.
So you have a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah.
That's good. Because we have nothing else to talk about.
Our memo sheet looks like shit.
I mean, look at it. It's right there.
Yeah, you should just go ahead and screen cap that and flash it up.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lou, what you been up to?
I really like that.
Nothing much. I went to visit, I went out of state to Arizona for about a week.
Did you go to Phoenix, Arizona?
All the way,
Yeah,
All the
to
way
Tacoma,
to Tacoma,
Philadelphia,
to Atlanta,
LA.
I was in
Northern California, where the
Girls are warm.
I mean, I was in Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah.
At least you weren't in Flagstaff. That's in New Mexico.
Specifically, we were in Scottsdale, but that's right outside of
Wow.
Phoenix.
Scottsdale. That
It's
sounds
like a
nice.
suburb.
Yeah, it's a suburb.
Sounds nice.
We did some hiking, visited the Grand Canyon. We hiked down into it a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
like a mile and a half down.
Go get to the stream, or y'all just...
No, that's
That's not a stream,
that's a
Luke.
long ass.
That's called the Colorado River.
Oh.
Nah, because that's
Well, there's gonna be streams, too.
Those are called tributaries.
that's a really long hike, and
Oh.
we didn't want to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just went down a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just into the rim.
Is it really that where you can hear, like, people talk from across?
I have no idea. I didn't see anyone across.
I I know, like, I've heard if you go to the bottom, you can hear almost fucking everybody.
I don't
Under
know.
there.
You can hear everybody.
I
fucking?
wouldn't. I wouldn't still be able to hear anybody.
You can't hear me now.
Huh? Actually, yesterday I was making something in the microwave and I sat there for like 3 minutes. Tyler and Marianne get pissed off. Luke, get your fucking food. Huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about
He
it.
has these weird things. But yesterday he put something in the microwave, set it, and then just sat down for like 3 minutes. At every 30 seconds it beeps again. And he couldn't hear it. Any of it.
I really couldn't hear that.
I see. Yeah, I went to the desert. Desert's pretty cool.
Did you make a sand angel?
No.
I was waiting for something else to come out, but that's in
It's not really a sandy desert. It's more of a rocky desert. With a lot of mountains.
So every walk was like, da 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 da. Just a Rocky theme came.
Yeah.
Da, da, da,
Yeah, I guess.
Da, da. Well, that'd be great.
No, it wouldn't.
While I was there, I picked up some games for the PlayStation. I also got a SNES, as you can see.
Yeah, that's a nice
the
looking
Super
SNES.
Mario World.
Mm-hmm.
The SNES cost $35.
Wow. Now
Super Mario World cost
Probably more.
yeah, it cost $17. So not more.
So how
About
much
half the price.
does the SNES work?
Yeah. Now the weird thing is, I don't have any plugins for it on my TV, so
You have to buy like an adapter.
yeah, I have to buy an adapter.
Now, will you be putting that up on putting gameplay up of Super Mario World on your own channel?
That means you have to
I
buy
don't have
2
a way to
adapters.
record it.
You can buy some adapters, couldn't you?
Just keep buying adapters until it works.
No, I mean I don't have a way to record the SNES. I think that's it.
That's all.
How's your channel been going?
My channel.
Both Codys have been talking about how they enjoy your Dark Souls playthroughs.
Yeah, even Matt said it's pretty great.
My channel. It's doing pretty good. I have 19 subscribers.
Wow.
Wow, you beat the podcast.
I think I've almost got 1,000 overall views.
Yeah, you have those like Filthy Frank theme songs. That's pretty great.
I'm high rolling.
High roller.
So yeah.
I kind of guess that if you got your own channel, we just sort of leech off the success of your channel.
Yeah.
I need to play some more Dark Souls though.
Yeah, they're actually. They said
You said you were gonna stop, and that really pissed him off. That like legitimately pissed Cody off.
Yeah, like they were
When
saying.
did I say I was gonna stop?
The last one you recorded.
Yeah, you said
this
you
would probably
might.
be the last one.
Oh yeah, that's because oh yeah, I remember that. I listened back to it. Yeah, it kind of sounded like I was gonna stop. What I meant was that was the last session of the, I recorded for like an hour straight.
Oh. Okay.
And it was the last episode of that specific session.
You probably need to
That's what I
apologize. You need to apologize the next one.
No, it'll be a surprise when I upload another one.
Oh!
You know, it keeps people on their toes.
Keeps them on their toes, yeah.
So is that it for what we've been up to?
We haven't been doing jack shit, man.
Oh yeah, also lately I've been watching a lot of H3 videos.
Vape Nation!
That's literally all I've been watching on YouTube. Man, that guy's hilarious.
I like him. I can't watch him all the time, though.
I think he's freaking hilarious.
I love the very first vape video he did.
Have you seen the
man.
the video?
Oh no, wait, stop. We're not advertising for H3 here.
Okay, find them.
Unless he wants to pay us, we're not advertising for him.
Okay.
Talk about this on your own time.
Since how you mentioned something happened to your finger, I mean, you may as well talk about that.
There's this weird.
This needs to be very detailed, very graphic.
Do we want 2 different views on this?
At 9:08
yeah, sure.
a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 different viewpoints.
At 9:08 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. It's actually my second day working there.
Where?
Dairy Queen.
Oh, okay.
Luke tells me, "Hey, go chop some onions." Okay, how do I do it? And he says, exactly like this. And in super slow motion, he grabs the onion slicing contraption, which is like this weird like pull down contraption. And it's like there's this bed of razor blades, and you push down this thing onto the onion, and it goes through the razor blades. And he says, do it exactly like this. And I said, okay. And I put an onion on there. And then I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. Perfect onion.
And what did you feel
I don't know.
that moment?
At that moment,
After successfully cutting your first onion.
I felt a little bit empowered.
Right.
God let you down immediately.
I felt empowered. I felt like I had this sort of godlike power over the fate of these onions. And then on the next onion, I was humbled. I was humbled. So I grabbed the onion, peel the skin so you know it's wet. It's wet under the skin. And I I'm just sort of like palming the onion. But sort of like with just grabbing by my fingertips, sort of kind of deal.
Sort of kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I sort of kind of know what you're saying.
Yeah, like this is the onion right here. This exactly like this. You can't see this at home, but like when you pick up.
We'll get some clip art for it.
Yeah. Here, we'll just take a picture of my hand like this, and we'll put that in. And I'll hold like a tomato or something. And so I set it down, and my hand slips, and I, slice the meat off my finger vertically. So, like, just underneath my fingernail and cut down like you're filleting a fish. And then I didn't even know I cut myself, right? Because it severed the nerves immediately.
So did you go for a third onion?
No.
No.
No, it's just, I didn't even know what happened, but my hand jerked away by itself. And then I look at it like, oh, I cut myself. I yell across the store, across the kitchen, because Luke's over there on the other end of the building. I'm like, hey Luke, where's the Band-Aid? I cut myself. And then I look down and there's like just blood, just like almost spurting out of it. Luke, I cut myself pretty bad. Do you have any gauze and tape? And he tells me to go wash it out. And so here I'm just walking everywhere, losing blood. And then I go over to the sink. He says, wash it with hot water. Okay. I'm washing it with hot water. So much water just comes out of this.
But granted, it wasn't hot at the beginning. Like, I wouldn't tell him to stick his hand in boiling water. Like, it would get warm enough.
Like, this thing puts out so much water, alright? It's like twice as much as a garden hose. And so the bottom of the sink's filling up, and I have it under the water. And the bottom of the sink is just this nice, bright, sort of cherry red color. And then the whole stream of water underneath it is orange. And I lost about a pint of blood in total. About as much as they take when they
when you donate
blood. And I hadn't eaten anything, so losing that blood and not eating or drinking, that's not good. And then also, I went into shock a little bit, you said?
Oh yeah, you went into shock.
I went into shock. And then I blacked out. Actually, I passed out because I didn't feel it happen. I just, 1 minute I'm there, washing my finger. And I wake up on the floor, thinking, why am I on the floor? I should be doing stuff.
Alright, so,
I was wearing these pants. They were, like, very stained with blood.
They were really bad.
I washed them a couple times.
So, Luke, what is your perspective?
Alright, so this is...
I passed out twice.
Alright, so, we opened up twice in a row. So we get there at 9 this morning. It's normal. I mean, we walk in, unlock the doors, I clock in, I turn on all the equipment and everything. But like the day before, I called the manager. I said, hey, don't cut up any onions or tomato because I need to train Tyler how to do it. So just, leave some stuff unstocked, unprepared for me so I can teach Tyler how to do it. So, I show him how to cut tomatoes. He goes and cuts all the tomatoes. I always do the first one, and then after that he would do it. So the onions, I teach him how to cut the ends off and then unwrap it, and then I cut one, and I said, all right, you do it. And I sat there and watched him. And
that's when I felt like the onion god.
Yeah, that's where it's like, you got it? He's like, yeah, I got it. So I had to go back and check check the kitchen to make sure everything's cutting on, because the grill, it's a propane fed grill, so I mean, I gotta make sure that doesn't cut off, because it will for no reason.
Yeah.
So I'm walking back there just looking through stuff, and I just hear Tyler go, "Luke, I need a Band-Aid." I'm like, alright. So my mind just goes straight to, I didn't really look at him, so I was on his finger. I'm like, alright. I didn't see, there was no blood. Like, there was no blood at this moment. So, I turn the corner, don't even look at him. I see him there, but I just turn the corner, and I'm like, about to grab the first aid kit, and he looks at me, like, with like the most serious face I've ever seen Tyler give me. And my first reaction started fucking laughing. I don't know why. And
he laughed the whole time.
He was like, "Luke, I cut myself bad." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "What do you mean you cut yourself bad?" I don't know how, but I did. And he's just holding it. I really don't see any blood yet, because I'm really not looking. I'm thinking, okay, he might have, might sting like a bitch, because like when he was cutting the onions before the razor blades, the clamp razor blade thing, of the onion slicer. It's a serrated knife, so that stings like a bitch when you cut yourself like that. And if you didn't really see how you did it, you think it's bad. So I'm like, alright, go ahead and just, rinse your hand off with water, but turn the hot water on, because it'll warm up, and it helps the clotting factor hold up better. It starts the clotting factor. And then I see all the blood everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? And, I'm open. I take my phone out. I don't know. I had the earbuds in, listening to music.
He does that all the fucking time when you're trying to ask him anything.
And, so I take my phone out of my pocket. I'm getting the first aid kit. And he said gauze. So I was like, Tyler can make a good decision that he needs more than just a Band-Aid. All right. So I get it, and then I go look at his finger, and it's an avulsion. Basically, what an avulsion is you cut through the meat, and there's just a piece of skin holding on to whatever it is. Medically, at the medical standpoint of how I should have treated this, I didn't treat it right. I laughed like a motherfucker.
The whole time.
As soon as I saw his finger and I saw how bad it was, I go, "Ugh!" And Tyler goes, "What? What the fuck?" And I put the gauze around his finger, and that bitch turns red immediately.
Oh wow!
Like it's a thin little piece of gauze. And so then I just reach up and start getting paper towels.
Because there's no more gauze, alright? There's no more medical supplies in this building.
In this first aid kit. Because everyone uses it for some reason. So I just balled it up.
Pads and
I wrapped his finger in paper towels and then balled. And then gave him like a ball of it to hold in his hand. Said squeeze the shit out of that. And then his thumb, he's got some like 2 or 3 lacerations to his thumb through these razor blades, because he put down with 2 hands, and he said it slipped. And then, so I walk away and go back to the first aid kit, hoping I'm going to find a quick clot or some more gauze or something I could put on it, because whenever you get stuck on the forehead and digits, they bleed bad. They bleed really quickly and really bad.
Yeah. So,
and granted, I'm laughing like a motherfucker. I can't fucking help it. Like, I'll look at his cuts on that, and I'll get serious. I'll look at his face and start busting out laughing. So I walk back over to the first aid kit, and he's like, "Luke, I feel kind of woozy." I'm like, "Why?" And then all of a sudden, he just fucking collapses.
See, I don't remember that happening at all.
Like,
I was already unconscious by the time I said that.
Like, he said, "Luke, I feel woozy." I'm like, "Why do you feel woozy?" And then all of a sudden, I see his knees buckle. I'm like, "Oh, shit." So I just watched him. I was like, "Don't hit your head, don't hit your head." And he crumpled like he's supposed to. He went, ankles, knees, hips, lower back, upper back, and then laid his head down. So I was like, alright, so now I don't have to, perform C-spine and straighten him up. So I'm sitting there and I go, "What the fuck?" And he's not responding to me verbally. So I start slapping him in the face to, painful stimuli. And I thought I heard him snore. I was like, "Oh, fuck." So I thought I had to open up his airway. I thought, because when you snore, when you pass out, it's your tongue laying over your airway. Like, you can't choke on your tongue.
Yeah.
But I thought he was doing that. And he came to. It's like, "Tyler."
What?
"Tyler, why'd you pass out?"
What?
"What are you talking about?" Tyler, have you ever hurt yourself bad before?
Yeah?
Yeah? Have you ever passed out the side of your own blood? No. What the fuck happened? Tyler, you passed out.
Did I?
It's like, oh, alright, I want to lean you up against the wall. Come here. And I get up and pick him up and I lean him up against the freezer door.
See, I was already unconscious, so I don't remember you doing that either.
And I was like, alright, I'm going to get to that first aid kit. Okay. And I turn around and I look back. Something told me to look back as soon as I turn around. And he's just out again, just falling down the wall. I'm like, I go back again and I slap him. It's like, Tyler. Huh? I was like, Tyler, you passed out on me again. What's going on? He said, I don't know, but I had the weirdest fucking dream. Like,
what the fuck?
I was like, what was you dreaming about? I don't know. All right, Tyler, this time you're not going to pass out on me again. I need you to talk. I need you to say something. And I was like hoping, he would start the Lord's Prayer or something he can remember.
Just say something.
And he's like, then he goes, my name is Tyler Brack. I'm at Dairy Queen. I was cutting onions and I cut myself. I really want some of these onions I was cutting. And this is not helping with me fucking laughing at all. And it's like, Luke's here to help me. I don't know what's going on. And Tyler's just got fucking, he's just going into shock. His skin is cold, pale, and sweaty. But he's getting enough oxygen. And just blood fucking, just like drips of blood everywhere. And I'm just thinking, like, shit, I gotta call the manager. And I gotta call this because if they see him just lay on the fucking floor, they'll be like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
So, I do all that. I was like, and I call his mom because I don't want to call the ambulance out there. That's a lot of money to call the ambulance out there for a simple cut. Now, if he had hurt his neck, he would have been going in an ambulance. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna call your mom. I'm gonna tell her to come get you, all right? Because you need to get to the hospital, but we're not gonna do it by ambulance. So I call his mom. In my mind, I was explaining what happened, but I didn't start it out good. I called, like, hey, Miss Brad. Yeah, what's going on?
What the fuck?
How are you doing? I mean,
How are you doing?
It's like, hey, Miss Bragg, does Tyler faint at the sight of blood? What? Yeah, does Tyler faint at the sight of blood, like his own blood? No. And she's like so confused. I'm like, well, Tyler cut himself pretty bad. He's gonna need to go to the hospital. He's probably gonna need stitches. He has an avulsion on his finger. What? He just.
No, you didn't explain it. You didn't explain it at all.
I didn't explain it at all? Oh,
no,
okay.
I had to tell her what was wrong.
Yeah, it's like, he's just hurt bad. Just come. She's like, all right. And, I call the manager and tell him all that. Tyler had fucked up the sink earlier that day on accident. Like, it wasn't his fault. And I tasted it to her just fucking with her. And then I called her about the finger, and she didn't really believe the finger. She was more worried
Tyler
about the
hurt himself really bad. No, he didn't.
Yeah, it was like that. And I got him, and I put him in a chair, because I didn't want to put him in a booth, because if he'd passed out again, that would have been really hard for me to get him out of that. So I put him in a chair. It's like, at least we hit the floor. But I got him water and everything. He's still, like, sweating really bad. And I thought he was going to pass out again on me, because when he passed out on me the first time, he was, like, clenching his hands to keep the pressure on it. And then he would just, like, let go. It's like, Tyler, what are you doing? He's like, oh, and I have to tell him to grab again.
Well, dude, I couldn't feel it.
Yeah. And the thing is then I went and I got some more paper towels and I looked at his finger. Like, I would look at his finger and I wouldn't see blood at first when wrapping it. But as soon as, like, on his fingertip, I would, like, look at it, it would just start bleeding bad. So, then I took it and I changed him out and I grabbed the tip of his finger and squeezed as hard as I could. I said, how bad does that hurt? He's like,
I don't know, 3 or 4?
Like a 4 or something. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe he severed the nerve tip of his finger. And I was sitting there trying to figure out. It's like, why the fuck did he pass out on me? Like, he was breathing all right. It was a little rapid, but. And then his mom gets there, and she's like, "What happened?" I was like, "He has an avulsion on his right middle finger."
What's that? An avulsion. It's an avulsion.
It's in my head. I went to medical terminology because as soon as this all happened, I went into a mode other than laughing. Like, my brain went into a mode to help Tyler. And, like, she's like, what's an avulsion? It's an avulsion! Like,
and I just yelled at her. I cut the tip of my fucking finger off.
Like, my brain was like, if you know a language, but you don't know how to translate it, it's an avulsion. And, like, he's had some laceration on his thumb. She's like, okay, I get the laceration, but what the fuck's an avulsion? It's an avulsion. Yeah.
I just have to scream at her. I cut the tip of my fucking finger off.
She's like, oh, okay.
I screamed it more than once because you just kept yelling, avulsion! Avulsion!
Like, I couldn't help it.
And the first time you said it, I thought you said emulsion. Like it's fucking mayonnaise all over my finger.
And then, she takes him off and everything. And I was thinking, hopefully he doesn't pass out again because there's going to be a lot of blood all over that fucking car.
And I was thinking, hopefully I don't get fired.
Yeah. And then I tell the girl that came in to open up the front about it and everything.
Was it Tiffany?
Yeah, it was Tiffany.
It was Tiffany.
And like, and this happened in a span of 9:15 to 9:45, and I'm just walking around the store going like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck just happened? And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta clean all this up. Because we're in a fucking restaurant and you just can't have fucking blood. You can't clean blood up like you normally would clean anything else up in the restaurant. So I get there and I get alcohol and I'm looking at the onion slicer. Like, I'm looking hard. I'm looking for where I can find the blood. There was no fucking blood.
Dude, I told you.
On the table or anywhere. Like, no knives and all that. I took the onion off the onion slicer and threw it away because I didn't know if it had blood on it or not. I'm like, where the fuck?
I told you, as soon as it happened, I didn't know it happened. My hand jerked.
It's just your body knew something was up. Like
that, and nerve, then I immediately...
That nerve sent one last signal.
Pretty much. And it was just, hand up, put pressure on it.
Yeah.
Luke, I need a Band-Aid.
So I had to clean up and pour alcohol everywhere. But man, I was just walking around the store after that. It's like, what the fuck am I going to do now? Half the shit isn't prepped, and I only have like 15 minutes to get it done before we open.
But did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, see? There you go.
That's some fucking how.
Meanwhile, at the hospital, I've been injected with a lot of painkiller.
They said, how your mom told that story, they said they had to make you a bite stick because you don't like needles.
Yeah.
Like, you just...
I have just a predisposed fear of needles.
That's honestly not that weird. But like...
And if I don't have a bite stick, I just like... If I don't have something to bite down on, I just like yell obscenities very loudly.
When your mom said that, your mom was saying like they made a bite stick for him, and he just sat there going, motherfucker, and just kept like saying words. She said, it's like, Tyler, are you making up curse words now?
No.
And she's like, no, they're fucking real. Just sit there cussing. How was that hospital visit? You said that they talked to you like...
Yeah, they did. They just wouldn't stop talking. It was fine.
It's like something like EMS should get paid more or whatever?
Yeah, the ER nurse went on a rant about how paramedics and EMTs should get paid more. And then the doctor comes in and he's like Pakistani and he looked like a terrorist and he commented a lot on how he looked like a terrorist.
Okay.
Like, he shaved his beard off, but he still had his name, he still had his, like, ID tag.
Yeah, it's like a big fucking beard.
Huge
I know what
fucking
you're talking
beard.
about. He's had, like, a really fucking big, deep, well, like, it's a small little emergency room, and you can hear boom through every fucking door, every fucking room in there. That's how deep and low his voice is.
Yeah. It was great.
I remember one time, like, someone had a bad injury there, and I was at the
And then we went back to Dairy Queen right after that, got some lunch.
Oh.
I got something with no onions on it.
Wow. What an adventure.
It was an adventure.
And he is the only one that has cut himself that fucking bad in that store.
Now, Luke is the only person in the store who has not cut himself on the onion slicer.
And I've changed those blades.
I'm the only person who's cut himself that bad on it.
I have changed those blades.
Point of pride.
Jesus.
I am still the onion lord.
We sit around, and we was like, when we got nothing to do when we work, we just stick around until, like, just fucking rant and just bullshit. And one time, Tyler was talking about I brought up 2 kids when sandbox or something. And Tyler said, yeah, I can stick my finger in the tip of your dick and it won't even feel gay.
Yes, I can't feel it. It won't feel gay. Yeah, I don't have any feeling here at all. So, I can stick this finger in the tip of Luke's dick and it won't feel gay at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of the stories, we have someone...
Oh yeah, there's Jordan. He goes to rehab. Yeah, Jordan went to rehab, but before that he was locked up in prison. And he said during one time in prison, these 2 guys were getting really pissed off at each other. They were just yelling at each other, getting ready to fight. And one of them just looked at the other one and said, I'm going to go into your shower and jerk off and not even turn the water on.
What?
I was like, what the fuck?
What kind of insult is that, Jordan?
I'm going to jack off in your shower and not even turn the water on. So that shit sticks in there. Like, what the fuck?
It's great. Another story from rehab is they won't let him quit smoking.
No.
He has to keep smoking while he's in rehab.
Why?
Because he can't make any life-changing decision
In
while he's in
rehab.
rehab.
Like, for real,
Wow.
that's the honest reason.
Like, a huge part of his paycheck from working at Dairy Queen goes to buying more cigarettes
Oh, well.
and paying his rent for rehab.
Because he has to buy cigarettes. They won't let anyone stop smoking cigarettes. Because it's too big of a life change. Crack cocaine, fuck it.
Quit that.
That's not that big of a life change. You
Cigarettes?
made that decision overnight. But cigarettes, you sat there.
That's kind of weird.
I mean, it makes sense, but why cigarettes?
I mean, crack cocaine could be one bad decision, honestly. And cigarettes, you have to fight through it, but still.
Well, crack addiction and being addicted to crack comes with one crack hit.
Yeah.
You take one crumb of crack, and then you're addicted.
Yeah. So
Like-
that is one bad night.
Like nearly 100% of the time, you get one crumb of crack and you're addicted.
Yeah. But y'all said y'all want to hear you wanted to hear the hospital story about the shit.
Oh yeah, let's hear a shit story.
So I had to do ER clinical for my class. So we had to get a stool sample from someone. All right. So the guy, we go get a bag and he grabs something else, and he comes out trying to be funny. The nurse, he just pulls out a spoon and hands it to me. I'm like, he looked at me. He's like, yeah, that's what it's for. I'm like, all right. So basically, he gave me a spoon.
What the fuck?
To shovel out of a shit cup into whatever I had to put it into. All right, so he hands me a biohazard bag and a spoon.
Okay.
So the patient walks out of the bathroom and he's like, "All right, go get it." I'm like, "Fuck. All right, fine."
Okay.
All right.
Mentally prepare yourself for that one.
I did. I took a breath like I looked in it. It wasn't solid. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh my.
So how did it feel shoveling diarrhea into something?
Well, the thing is, he walked away, and he came back, and I successfully got, somehow, like, this shit was, like, greasy, and it wouldn't go on the spoon, it would slide off the spoon.
What the fuck is wrong with
And
you?
this patient smelled, this is how they have to get stool samples and put it in.
Yeah,
I'm not bullshitting you at all. He said, I hate this part of the job, so I bet.
You think he'd use like a McFlurry spoon or something? No, with the straw in there so you can sort of suck it up a little
God,
bit.
shut the fuck up. Alright, but it like slip off and shit, so I'm like, okay, I get in, and he walks in and he's like, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, oh, he dry heaves, was like, cause I put the shit in the bio bag. He's like, no! That's not what I mean you do. I'm like, and he walks up and there's a cup in his hand. He's like, you're supposed to put it in this. I'm like, I didn't see the cup. The cup was non-existent. And he's like, God damn it. And then went and got like a different, bigger biohazard bag and put it in there.
Put the smaller biohazard bag in the bigger biohazard bag.
And the cup was big and I was like, fuck it. So I just picked up what she should in and like poured it into the cup.
Did you shake it in it?
No, it just poured straight into it.
What the fuck?
And then we had like identify it and put it in a bag and then put it in another bag. And he said something about how at one hospital he worked at because he's only doing part-time at the one I was at. He said there was a new girl who thought it would be a good idea to send the labs off in the vacuum tube. Almost every hospital has those vacuum tubes, like you go to the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost every hospital has that, so they can send stuff to the labs and
Yeah.
it all goes to the labs to be tested.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
she decided to send shit to the tubes.
What the fuck?
And, as the saying goes, anything bad that can happen will happen. And the shit somehow, he said the shit somehow bursted open from the container and was dripping from the tubes coming back down.
God.
Just flagged through the whole hospital.
So the thing is, this is the patient's shit. We don't know what the patient, don't know what the patient has. So a whole entire system had to be shut down, sterilized, cleaned, sterilized, and then reconfigured.
Yeah.
So that was like 5 days of a big hospital in Albany, Georgia.
Hell, man?
This is a big fucking hospital for 5 days.
They had no interdepartmental mail.
Yeah, they had to go walk stuff down to the lab. He said, never send shit through the tubes. Walk it to the lab.
Now, can you send piss through the tubes?
Yeah.
All right, piss.
Because the thing is, with the piss, you go in the pee cup. There's a big ass needle in that top.
What?
Like some pee cups are real,
What? Like, you mean there's a big ass? Is it for injecting into your arm?
No.
Is that how they test the piss?
Like the blue cap on the piss top, right?
No.
All right. Well, there's the piss. You ever gave a urine sample?
Yes, but wasn't a big ass fucking needle in it.
Okay, you don't see the needle. Okay, but like the really fancy ones they had, you have the cup and you put the cup on. There's like this little yellow sticker that says "Do not stick your finger in this." All right, so if you remove that, that's a little piece. Like you can see the blue coming down to your piss. Well, it looks like just like the things we'll put in your veins to draw blood out of. So it's just a big ass needle, and there you have a vacuum tube, and you stick it in there, and it pulls the piss up into the vacuum tube. So you don't have to sit there and like play with piss and pour it into the cup. So it's vacuum sealed, and we send blood. You can send blood and piss in those tubes because it's not coming out.
Now, what if you put shit in one of those tubes, in one of those little things? Could you send it in?
What the fuck?
I'm asking you. I want to send shit.
So
in
how
tubes.
often has something like this happened, where someone decides to spoon shit into
No.
bag?
I don't know.
Or are you the first?
I really don't know, but I know I'm probably a fucking legend there now.
Oh, speaking of
I
shit.
mean,
What was going through your mind?
What was on my mind? I was like, why the fuck am I shoving shit into a bio bag? And I really don't want to be a fucking ER nurse in the future.
Okay.
That's like, because that was a bad day for me. Like it was like,
I mean, surely you must have been thinking something's not right here.
yeah, I was thinking like, what the fuck? Because I didn't put all the shit in. I'm like, I was gonna put one spoonful, and said that's right, and he says keep going, I'll do it. Because I'm basically standing here with a fucking shit cup. I don't know how I balance this. I'm holding a shit cup, a bag, and a spoon, and fucking putting shit into a bag.
What the fuck?
It was some Cirque du Soleil shit.
And he walks in. What the fuck?
Great, we've got another weirdo.
No, it would have been better if she like tied it up. This is mine.
But yeah, that's my ER story.
Yeah.
All
Fucking
Louis,
weird.
speaking of shit in weird places, apparently last night at Dairy Queen, someone took a shit in the trash can.
What?
Because the toilet stopped up, we guess.
No, we don't even know. They might have just been some weirdo who took a shit in the trash can.
That usually doesn't happen at Dairy Queen. We have a really clean bathroom.
But someone took a shit in the trash can.
Oh god, that must have stank.
You see, when Tyler
Yeah.
said that at
God,
first,
that
I
was
thought
so-
he meant like someone in the back took a shit in the big trash can.
What the fuck? You've been fired. But no, they said like customers came up and complained about it.
God, that would smell so bad.
Did
Which bathroom?
Boys. And it's a smaller one too. It's
God.
real, is that like broom closet size? Like the guy's bathroom used to like be big. It had a urinal and a.
Alright, so whoever that fucking was that shat in the trash can in Dairy Queen
In Cochrane.
and Cochrane, if you're listening to this,
Fuck you.
fuck you.
Oh.
We will find you, and we will kill you.
Well, at least shit on your doorstep.
Well, it's been a year, guys.
It's been 1 year, and what have we done? We jerked off in the shower without even turning the
Nah,
water on.
man, Luke spooned shit into a bio bag. That's pretty impressive.
Especially since it was like
Not,
pure liquid.
Dude, God.
not the other shit I did.
It's diarrhea, too.
Oh my god, it was bad.
And then you said it smelled better than the patient.
What the fuck?
I had a look. She had a smell trail from the bathroom to her room, and in between there, you had to walk through it, right? So I'm like standing outside the bathroom, the door shut. I'm trying to take a deep breath in, so I can hold my breath and get this done quickly, right?
Taste it.
No, I fucking got a breathful of the patient. I had to go in another room, shut the door, wait a minute, a solid fucking minute, until the smell dissipated, and I took a breath and then went in.
Oh man.
Get in there. Just enjoy it.
This patient smelled
Now, did you
bad.
wash your hands?
Yes, I wash my hands
Okay,
constantly.
that's good.
No, I wore gloves all the time.
And then you wash your hands.
That's good.
Alright, so happy first anniversary, everybody.
Woo.
It's our first birthday.
Yep.
We've spooned shit into bags and
Cut the tip of your finger off.
cut the tip of my finger off and fucked up water pumps in Factoria.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Louis is more successful than this.
Louis' secondary channel has become more popular than the main.
Oh man.
That's what Louis accomplished. He's bigger than the podcast.
Well, this is the podcast signing off.
So long. Over and out.